Welcome, everybody, to the 2026 Formula 1 Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix preview. If you don't know, every single Thursday before a Grand Prix weekend, we hop on the stream. We look at all the news and memes and everything that's come out from the week leading up to the Grand Prix. And there's quite a fair amount to talk about. So, that is cursed. That is cursed. So, let's scroll up to the last thing we looked at, which would have been Monday after our Grand Prix review. I don't get the fun about it, that's all. Hey, look, everyone's stream is different, but the way you were being like, what is this, bro? I was like, what the fuck? Look at media real quick. I'm scared. Why are the pigeons so loud, bro? I never want to see this ever again in my fucking life. What the fuck is that? Low key? Low key? The graphics on the side of the sour wrapper when you, on the side of a sour candy. Yo, low key kind of Crazy Frog vibes, don't you think? Crazy Frog. Low key, actually. I actually think I'm Crazy Frog. You got the headphones as well. He doesn't have headphones. Oh, he kind of does, depending on the vibe he's going for. Shout out Crazy Frog. If you weren't 4 years old asking your mum to put Crazy Frog on at the function, has he got a willy? No way he's got a willy. That's not very kid friendly. Anyways, thanks for telling me to look at that. That was worth my time. It actually was. It actually was. All right, scroll back up. What's the last thing we looked at again? It was review days. That was Monday. So we go scroll back to Monday. Needs to be an email. That could be an email. Who even cooked that up? But how did you cook that up? How did you get the World Cup kit so quick? They sent it to me. It arrived yesterday. Big shout out V-Cub for that. We did got an unboxing video on the second channel if you want to watch it. New thumbnail. Chris, that can be the thumbnail pick for the week, for next week. Okay, what was the last thing we looked at? What date is this? 3. We would have looked at this already. Kylian Mbappe. Wait, did we not look through Discord? No, we did. We looked at this stuff. Okay, we're probably up to around here. All right, let's get scrolling. Any driver who's won 5 races in a row in a season has gone on to become the world champion. We looked at that already. Depression. Loving life. I don't know if Piastri's loving life, I'll be honest. Don't know if Piastri's loving life. Maybe in that race. What else we got? What's this? Is this Max? Is this the clip? Oh. Is that the clip of Max Sim Racing? Incredibly grateful to everyone who has been in touch over the past couple of days. The response and support has been truly overwhelming. After a couple of days of rest, I'm pleased to say I'm feeling much better and have started preparing for F2 and F3 this weekend. Nice to see Chris McCarthy back. If you don't know, he was hospitalized over the weekend, so couldn't commentate. But he'll be back. There's no way Alex Earl and Lando Norris is happening. Okay, I need someone, maybe the girlies, to give me a rundown of who Alice... Is it Alex or Alice Earl is? Give me the rundown, please. So my understanding of the law, tell me if I'm wrong. Lando dating Maggie. Maggie maybe broke up. Unknown situation, on-off relationship, friends, who knows. Maggie friend, Alex Earl. Lando this weekend, partying with Alex Earl and her friends, group of girls, fun, boat, club, vibe, restaurant. Maggie in Monaco, but not with them. That's my understanding. But I don't know anything. I don't know anything else. I don't get it. Someone give me the rundown. Someone give me the tea. I need the tea. Monaco boat chaos. What the fuck is this?
How do I draw?
Okay, well, oh, I'm signing my second account. One sec. Let me sign in my main account. Well, I was gonna say, why am I not subbed to VCarb? That's because it's on my second account. Anyway, sorry, back. Oh, fuck is happening? Back to it. Kylian Mbappe. I've been reading on X, Merc diffuser might be illegal. Oh my god. Gang, why is Lando every time involved in some bullshit? I don't know, that's bullshit. He just living his life. But like, obviously from an outside perspective, it's like, I thought he was with Maggie, and then he's hanging out with 4 girls that aren't Maggie, and they're like friends with Maggie, so it's like, what the hell's happening? He filmed a TikTok with her. Gang, why is Lando problematic influencer, I guess? Don't know much, but she's not that liked on social media. Really? Should we do some research? Instagram, Alice. I was surprised about how many fucking followers she has. 8 mil on TikTok, 5 mil on Instagram. Can I look at this on Twitch? Wait, she's already posted like 17 times in Monaco? Okay. What's she controversial for? Is she a model? I assume she's a model then. Founder and chief brand officer of Real Actives. I've learned nothing. They're not friends with Maggie anymore. Oh, she's not friends with Maggie. Oh, so it's just the fact that he's hanging out with girls that aren't Maggie. He's also been partying with the Kylie Jenners, a BFF, so it's giving multiverse. I think people jump to conclusions too quickly. He was in a massive group with loads of influencers. Why does that mean he's dating? Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, creators hang out, influencers hang out, famous people hang out. Doesn't mean they're dating. It's more just like Maggie was in Monaco, and then he wasn't with her. She wasn't with him. So it's like, I don't know. But that's their stuff to deal with. Nah, she doesn't look like a model. Hey, you can be a good-looking person and not be a model, right? I sense your sarcasm. You can be a good-looking person and not be a model. That's not your main job. You know, it's the same. It's my. You know what I'm saying? Just because you like to DJ or have DJ'd a couple times doesn't mean you are a DJ. Just like if you do a couple model shoots doesn't make you a model. Unless it's your full-time job. So she might not. Is she a model? Is she an influencer? That's what I was asking. She posted a story of her friend, I think, and she was wearing Lando's watches. So that's where the dating speculation came from. Interesting. Having 5 more followers on TikTok is a red flag for dating. Imagine dating with that many followers. Holy. Anyways, moving on. Again, guys, if you haven't joined the Discord, in there we've got the events tab. Every single Grand Prix is listed in that. Well, I actually need to update it because I only got down to halfway through the season. But yeah, every single event gets posted in this. You know exactly when F1 sessions are happening. Anyways, moving on. This is kind of funny. Lance always loses the car.
That was interesting in the tunnel. Did you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
See you later.
He's lost the plot. He has lost the plot. Bro's just laughing at himself, almost losing the car into the wall. Next race will be held on the UK country roads. Okay, Red Bull. Matt and Tommy and Gabby Bortoletto. They'll be on the podcast soon. What else we got? How do you say flying in French? Okay, that's an old vid. Today's podium. This was cute. Lewis posted this on his socials. Kimmy with Lewis and Hadja with Lewis when they were much younger. Hadja looks the exact same. Like, genuinely, that could be Hadja today. That could literally be Hadja today. They did this literally every season. So Monaco overtakes. 115, 267. How many overtakes did we get in F1? Probably not enough. What is Oni doing to my gym? Okay. Why is this in the F1 chat? Tires for this weekend. So we've got 3 traction, 3 braking, 5 tire stress, 4 asphalt abrasion, 2 asphalt grip, 5 lateral, 3 track evolution. Fuck knows what that means. And we've got C2, C3, and C4. Barcelona official track map. So we've got a straight mode down the straight. Oh, we got a little straight mode here. We got a straight mode here, and we got a straight mode here. No straight mode here though, which makes sense. So 4 straight modes. Cool. Wait, no. Yeah. I was gonna say no shame over there. Today is the day McLaren remains the team. To this day, McLaren remains the team that has completed the fewest laps so far this season, even fewer than Aston Martin. What? Main job is influence. I know it's somewhat nice to know little things about the driver's personal life, but it baffles me when people have problems with who they're dating, like Maggie and Kimmy. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, as a content creator, as somebody who's a fan of F1, I love knowing all the little details. You know, like Kim's videos. We're going to watch a Kim video in a minute. I love all the little details. I love all the little, like, knowing the whole world of F1, right? But when people have a problem with certain things, it's like, chill the fuck out, bro. Or when they use it to, like, be weird, like, chill out, man. Chill out. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. What does this remind you of? 2017? No, 2019 Haas. What Haas was it? That was black and gold. Calderona will drive Sergio Perez's car in FP1 on Barcelona. A IndyCar driver, another one, will be making his... No, is this his debut? Or no, it won't be his debut. No, it won't be his debut, will it? I think he's driven an F1 car before. I can't remember now. Is it his debut? Either way, he's doing FP1 instead of Perez. I think we're going to have a few of those this weekend. What a start my way to work. We've got Audi doing a tour of England. They're going to be dropping the car off in different cities over the next 3 weeks leading up to the British Grand Prix. So keep your eyes peeled for your city. Obviously, we have the V-Carb new merch. We're wearing it right now. Obviously, we unboxed it on yesterday's stream, so we won't talk too much about it, but clean. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I walked into the kitchen. My housemate was in there. He's an F1 fan, but he doesn't like follow F1 die hard like me. And I was like, yo, what do you think of the new V-Carb kit? And he's like, they're doing another one? And I was like, yeah, what do you think? And he's like, it looks like a football kit. I love it. And I was like, wait, do you know the special like what the livery's meant to be? And he's like, no, I don't keep up. And I was like, oh, it's literally a football livery. And he's like, damn, like the kit looks like a football kit. So shout out Simon, Alex, and the gang for making it look like a football kit to someone that doesn't know that it is a football kit. You know what I mean? Because that's hard to do. This pick Lewis Hamilton has posted blows my mind a bit. To be at the top of F1 while these guys were kids growing up, now racing with his grid as rivals as if it succeeded in making it into the top teams. Lewis's longevity is remarkable. No, 100%. The first on the grid to use electric trucks all across Europe, from Monaco to Madrid, are Mercedes-Benz trucks E-Actros.
Nice shirt, Tintin. 73 months, baby. Spain has always been one of my favorite tracks, so I hope it'll be a solid race. Bring back Iceman and Rutan. Lol pog pog.
Iceman, he's a nice man, as Drake would say. Fish, thank you so much for the 73-month resub, dude. Appreciate you coming in with the tier 1. You interrupted my talk about an electric truck, bro. I was so interested in talking about that. Guys, can we get W's in the chat for Fish? Thank you so much for the 73. What? 73-month resub. I appreciate that. You know this man sucks at F1 when he says Spain is his favorite track. You know he sucks at F1 when he says Spain is his favorite track. Yeah, thank you so much for the 73-month resub, Fish. I appreciate it. Also, you still owe me £25 for the shit club we went to. You still owe me £25 for the shit club. And Zella, I remembered this morning. I was like, wait, neither of them paid me. But I also am like, I feel bad now asking 2 weeks later, and because it's my fault that the club is shit. So I don't know what to do. Do I just cop the £50 loss, or... You never sent your details. Send it to me. All right. Why is the truck going to Madrid, though? The GP is in Barcelona. From Monaco to Madrid. Yeah, okay, that's going to be an error, right? Lol. Unless it's Madrid to Barcelona. I don't know. Anyways, this truck looks fucking sexy. Shout out Mercedes. Electric. Woo, woo, woo. Luke Browning to drive the FW48 during FP1. So Luke Browning will be in the car. Oh, and Austria. Nice. Obviously, I rate Luke Browning quite highly. Obviously, he's part of the Verstappen sim racing crew as well. Love seeing him on the streams. But, yeah, will he ever make F1? Probably not, unfortunately. But I think he's a solid driver. Tommy's dad predicted Pierre Gasly finished P3 at the Monaco Grand Prix. The best wrong prediction ever.
He very much laughed at this prediction. My dad went for...
Okay, third
For
place.
some reason, third place, Gasly.
And
why does Tommy's dad sound like Matt?
My dad went for...
Okay, third
For
place.
some reason, third place, Gasly.
And we laughed.
If it comes true, you look like a genius. I mean,
He very much laughed at this prediction. My dad...
That's crazy. That is crazy. Shout out Tommy's dad. Okay. Fred, you're gonna need this. Locking in for FP1. Fred Vesti.
Oh, is it?
You need this one.
Oh yeah, I'm doing FP1 in Barcelona. I can't wait.
Fred, that's the
Hell
wrong
yeah, I'd love to see Vesti back in the car. Nice. They've got the power rankings for Monaco. 10 for Kimi, as deserved. Hamilton, 9. Yep. Gasly, 9. Lawson, 9. Lindblad, 8.2. Verstappen, 8. This is what I don't get, bro. This is what I don't get. The Aramco power rankings are based off of quali and the race, which we've just recently learned. How can he give Lewis a 9 when his qualifying wasn't amazing and his race pace on the second stint was poo, right? And then you give Max an 8. He didn't even do a single fucking lap. What? Like, I'm sorry, but I don't think Lando had a bad weekend. Did he? Oh, no, he got outqualified by Piastri. Where the fuck's Piastri then? I don't know. Sometimes these don't make sense, man. Again, I think Lewis should be high, but just like, I don't know. Some weeks they're like, no, your race pace sucked. Poo-poo. And then other times they're like, you know what? We'll let it slide. Anyways, power rankings overall this year. Antonelli 1. Gasly and Lewis tied second best drivers of the season. Max 4th. Russell 5th. Leclerc 6th. Sainz 7. Lindblad 7. Lawson 7. Colapinto 10. Behrman 10. Okay. Well, I don't hate that. It's just weird not seeing the McLaren boys on there. Guys, make a wish. It was 333 with car number 3. If only it was 33 degrees. And on the 3rd, then it would have been the crazy. I wish that your rig finally gets ready after 10 years. Okay. George Russell will celebrate his 100th GP as a Mercedes driver this weekend at Barcelona. Kimi can equal Russell's total career win, 6th this weekend at Barcelona. Peak drama. Oof. And Leonardo Fornaroli will be driving an FP1 in Barcelona. So FP1's going to be pretty juicy this week, it seems. Okay, that's crazy, though. They were the follow. 85 streak. Nice. Yo, Tiffy, let's go. General Ofromi, Madrid is the end of Europe. Wait, what? How's it going? Dina, welcome to the stream. There's a spider climbing down from my light right now. Do you think Dino Boganovic has a chance in F1? It depends how well he does in F2. He's doing good. How's it going, Tiffy? Tommy's dad could be right. Yeah, he should get double points for that. Lewis's qualifying was amazing. First teammate to cook Charles around Monaco. Yeah, true. But I still feel like they should have been fighting for pole, and they both made mistakes on their laps. But anyways, Sky F1 update with David Croft to miss Barcelona. So that's why Harry Benjamin's there this weekend. Okay, so Harry Benjamin replacing Crofty. The initial hearing into the Alpine review will be held on Thursday at 1 p.m. That was 3 hours ago. Should a significant and relevant new element that wasn't available at the time exist, a second hearing to review it will follow. In a popular Netflix series, one of those guys was trapped in a nightmarish world and suffered trauma throughout the following seasons. The other guy was in Stranger Things. They do kind of look alike. Noah Stepp's kind of like the gay version, like twink version of Charles, you know what I mean? But I reckon he could play Charles in a movie later down the line. Choppelganger, okay. Guys, will you miss Crofty this week? I don't listen to Crofty, so you guys can let me know if you're going to miss Crofty or not. DJ Lando is back. I repeat, DJ Lando is back. What the hell have you done to your drink, bro? Fuck it. Kimi Kardashian. I never want to see that again. Let me guess. This has like 100k likes. Oh, 8k. Why Pierre Gasly vented his lost Monaco P3 with fake celebrations? I don't think there was anything that could hurt me more right now. He said, it's 10 years I'm fucking working my ass off for this type of moment. We did everything right today for standing on that podium. This is the type of moment that for me can't be taken away for unfair reason. What's going on right now is not right, and hopefully they can make the right choice. I'm confused. Congratulations, Lando. Lando made the Time 100 most influential people in sports in 2026. Should we have a look at the list? Time 100 sports. Let's see who made the list. Other than Lando, I think there's a few F1 people or motorsports people on here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. How do I look? How do I look at the full 100? How do I look at the full 100? Innovators. Oh, is this the 400? Is this the 400? Oh, okay. Icons. LeBron James. Fez. Hillary Knight, don't know. Lionel Messi. Eileen Gu, yeah. Roger Goodall, don't know. Leela Melina, Mellon, don't know. Janik Sinner, yeah. Don't know who that is. Lando Norris. I mean, yeah. Obviously, Lando had an amazing year last year. On and off the track, so it makes sense. Shohei Ohtani, yeah. Carlos Alcaraz, yeah. Nikki Hiltz, Caitlin Clark, Shaquan Barkley. It's so funny, right? Because, like, this is a prime example of, like, when we talk about people who are bigger than F1, I don't watch baseball. I haven't watched baseball in years. I only watch, like, highlights maybe once a year, right? But I've heard of Shohei Ohtani before. You know what I mean? I don't watch the WNBA, but I know Caitlin Clark. I don't watch the NFL, and I've heard of Saquon Barkley. That's a prime example, right? Of like Lewis, Max, Lando. Like those guys are big enough to where, like, you know, I've spoken to people like, I don't watch F1, but I follow Lando on Instagram. I don't watch F1, but I follow Lewis on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, that is when you know that you're bigger than the sport, in my opinion. I mean, okay, some people say that Lewis is the only driver bigger than the sport. It depends on your definition. But I think drivers who have exceeded outside of the sport into, like, pop culture, I guess you could say. I don't know what you want to call it. I would say is like Lewis, Max, Lando, Charles. I would say Daniel Ricciardo before he left. I think they're the only five. I think they're the only five who have exceeded that. Fernando, if you were asking like a 40-year-old, yes. But if you're asking like a 20-year-old, I don't think Alonso. I don't think Sainz either. Current grid. We're talking current grid. Obviously, if we're talking old grid, like Schumacher, yeah. I'm talking right now in this moment. You know what I mean? Like, and before I'm high and I'm getting higher. It's actually a banger. I can't lie. It's actually a banger. People watching on YouTube or the Twitch VOD right now probably have no clue what the fuck I'm listening to. Charles, because of the edits and stuff. My dad knows Fernando and he ain't an F1 fan. Usually people know Alonso or Lewis. Now Max is getting recognized more as well. Schumacher was a household. I'm talking about current grid, guys. I'm talking about current grid. I mean, yeah, obviously Schumacher, Alonso, probably all-time grid, but right now. Do we know who's replacing Crofty this week? I'm assuming it's Harry Benjamin, right? I'm assuming it's Harry Benjamin. I guess he needs to chill out, lol. Don't worry, we'll tell your boss.
My parents know about the drivers, but only cause I don't shut up
Fairs,
about F1.
Fairs. Thank you for the 150 bits, Mr. Hoppy. Really do appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I feel like some, like, for instance, like my mum probably wouldn't know any F1 driver's name if it wasn't for me, you know. Schumacher, my mum knows her, though she doesn't know what F1 stands for. What's up, Black Iron? Welcome to the stream, dude. Okay, sorry, continue on. Marie-Philippe Poulin, Oscar Masters, Mondo Duplantis, my goat. Michaela Schriffen, Dawn Staley, Okay, there's a fucking spider. Let me get this motherfucker. All right, there we go. Jordan Stolz. Yo, related to the GT racer Stolz. Aitana Bonmati. Mandy Horvath. Faker! Faker made the top 100 sports list. My goat. Portia Woodman Wycliffe. Raisa Leo Tadej Pogacar. Trinity Rodman. Okay, then Titans. Trinity. Wait, what was that category? This category was like. Oh, that was icons. Shout out Faker making the icons. All right, Titans. Trinity Rodman. Victor Wembanayama. Roy McIlroy. Aaron Judge. Amanda Serrano. Cristiano Ronaldo. Jackson Smith. Not gonna pronounce that last name. Alex Morgan. She looks like a politician. Stand in front of that thing. Mike Tirico. Neka Oguwikme. Wig Mike. Erling Haaland. Gino Thitical. Kurt Signetti. Shai Gilligas Alexander. Smriti Mandana. Melody Hobson. Cherry Devox. David Bulugeta. It's actually fun trying to pronounce these names, I can't lie. Deanna Flores. Johannes Hosflot Klebo. Esia Asisat Oshawala. Jack Hughes. Kristen. Why are these names all hard? Wait, we just finally got a Jack Hughes. But that could be pronounced Jack Huggies. Christian Jusic. Temba Bavuma. Innovators. Alyssa Lou. Lou. Jalen Bronson. Rob Mack. Alex Honnold. He's the guy who fucking climbed the thing. Lindsey Vaughn. ISO Speed! In sports? I guess for content in sports, right? But from a sporting standpoint. Clara Wusai, Denny Hamlin, and Michael Jordan. Pablo Torre. Okay, yeah. So it must be not just sporting. It's not just athletes, it's people in sports. Like Michael Rubin, he owns Fanatics. Sebastian Sarway, Michelle Kang, sorry. Anna Lee Waters, Khalida Popple, Pat McAfee, Susie Wolf. Second F1 name. How we got this far down? And probably one of the most trendy, biggest sports in the world right now. And we've only got our second F1 person. Brittany Hampton, Najari Kennedy, Cooper Flagg, Gabby Butler, Stefan M. Ross, Will Ahmed, Sun Yingsha. Leaders, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Miles Garrett, Ariana Sablenka, Faith Kipiogan, Kimi Antonelli. Excuse me? First off, Kimi under leaders? Second off, what did Kimi do to get top 100 sports athletes in the world? Other than being 18 years old, what did he do? He had a pretty mid-season last year. 5 wins in a row. I mean, it says 2026, but it's based off 25, is it not? Or is it based off 25 to 26? I mean, yeah, I guess if it's based off the start of the season, fair. But, I don't know. Stephen Curry. Nelly Corda. Joe Rogan. Jordan Chiles. Becky Hammond. Shams Charania. Gianni Infantino. Carson how do you pronounce his name? Hoseva? My friends keep linking his clips all the time in our group chat. Masai Ujiri, Carly Issei, Gordon, Bill Simmons, Fernando Mendoza, Claudia Glodden, Elena Myers Taylor, Ed Stack, Amna Al-Kwabassi. Interesting. That's cool that she made the top 100. I guess from like I don't know what she's doing in the Middle East now. But obviously from like, you know, from her with their socials and stuff like that, she's doing a really good job. If you don't know, she used to be a part of F1 Academy. She drove for the V-Carb team. Jerry Cardinal, Al Duncan, Jesse Diggins, and then Luke Littler and Alexander Usich. Anyone that's missing? I don't know, like obviously I'm so F1 centric, but like I'm thinking, like last year, like my point is, if Cristiano Ronaldo is going to make the list as a, quite frankly, washed player, and the only reason he's on the list is because of his reach within the football world, why isn't Lewis and Max on there for their reach in the F1 world? You know what I mean? And Kimi making it over Piastri, like Piastri was huge name last year. Like, what is this based on? You know what I mean? Like, what is this based on? Yeah, I definitely feel like Max and Lewis are missing if you're going to put Kimi on there. You said Joe Rogan for Dana White. Have you seen the clip? Have you seen the clip? Goated clip. Dana White gets called Joe Rogan. Let's go, we're the champion.
What's Joe Rogan's dream? What's Joe Rogan's dream?
What's Joe Rogan's dream?
Joe Rogan, Dana White. What's Dana White's dream?
Did you just think I was Joe Rogan?
I totally did.
She just called me fucking Joe Rogan. You thought I was fucking Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I thought you were Joe Rogan.
I was bald before Joe was ever bald. Okay? Just did a 2-hour fucking podcast. I flew here from Vegas, and she thought she was interviewing Joe Rogan.
Jesus.
How does it even happen? Like, did she not fucking do any research on her guess? Also, am I mistaken? The only UFC person on the entire list is fucking Dana White. Like, yeah, he's the CEO, but where the fighters at, bro? Did I miss someone? I swear there was no UFC fighters on the list. Kind of crazy, kind of crazy. I don't know, that looks a bit weird. That looks a bit weird. Obviously, like, it is always going to be confirmation bias in the sense of, like, you're looking at the sports you're fans of, but I just don't know how Kimi makes the list. Like, someone of the most influential people in sports. You're telling me Kimi was more influential from 25 to 26 than Piastri, Lewis, or Max? Like, especially Max, man. I'm sorry. The championship comeback last year into the Nürburgring stuff this year. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get that. Who else can I think off the top of my head that's, like, missing? Yeah, wait, where's, like, Yamal? Where's, like, Mbappe? Like, there's a lot of interesting picks here. Like, I don't know. Like, Cristiano Ronaldo makes it, but then Lewis doesn't. It's like, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Anyways, shout out Lando for making it. Shout out Lando for making the list. Where's Cody Rhodes? Aisha Speed was on there for WWE, man. Have you seen all the UFC 250 build-up? Looks tacky as fuck. Yeah, I haven't watched UFC properly. I'll start caring about UFC once the McGregor fight starts ramping up. Yeah, Alex Palou for IndyCar. Interesting. She's trying to get into GT racing or already is. Right. Wouldn't ESPN give you a better top 100? That'd be very American, though. Well, it's most influential right now, not the best of all time list. Well, that's my point. So why is Ronaldo on there, not Max or Lewis? You know what I mean? How's it go? Rap with a gat. Like, comeback was cinema. Kimi had his own Netflix show. I mean, I could make a Netflix show about me if I wanted to, you know. I'm taking the piss, but obviously, like, I don't know. Mark Marquez. Yeah, no MotoGP drivers on there either. What's up, Manu Bike? Wait, why is the page full of ads? This is rage bait? Outside F1, also this list feels so biased. Yeah. Like, again, I'm not, like, tapped into the football or, like, basketball world, but I feel like there's a lot of basketball is missing. There's a lot of football is missing. But then, like, the old dogs are on there. I don't know. Weird. All right. What else we got? What do we got? Else we got? Scrolling through. Kim Kardashian is the worst celebrity F1 has ever seen on the grid walk. Wait, did Sky Sports upload the full grid walk? Sky Sports. This is the World Cup. This is the World Cup. This is the World Cup. They did. Thank you very much. Okay, we're gonna have to watch that on stream after we end the YouTube stream. Leonardo Fortaroli will be rocking 6-7. What a goat. What a goat. It's actually a good looking number. It's actually a good looking number when you think about it. What the hell is the song playing right now? When will you do a Reddit video that would generally be a good video? Wait, when will you do a Reddit video? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Have you seen the F1 version of the 82.0 game? I have not. I have not. DC said that she talked to him and it's not that crazy that she didn't talk to Martin. Would you agree Blake Lewis is still the most powerful driver in terms of the F1 political power? I mean, he's the biggest driver in the sport, so yeah, he has a lot to say. Points scored in first 6 races. 2025, 0. 2026, 1. Newey Magic. Oh my god. I saw this pop up on my TikTok and I skipped it. And then I saw it get linked in my fucking YouTube shorts and sorry, in my Discord. And it's got like this video has like 600k likes. This better be good.
Kim Kardashian has cast a spell on Kimi Antonelli or possibly stolen his essence, and if we see him drop off in form over the next few races, it'll be because of this moment right here. Kim Kardashian's family comes from Armenia, and her great-grandparents were part of a religious sect known as the Moloccans. In 1852, an illiterate 11-year-old prophet warned the Moloccans that a great war was coming, and kings would shed blood like rivers, and they should all escape to, specifically, Los Angeles. Kim's great-grandparents left to Los Angeles in 1913, avoiding the Armenian genocide of 1915 and the Russian Revolution of 1917. And that's why there's so many Armenians in Los Angeles. But in traditional folklore, a sweat-stained piece of clothing is the ultimate prize for a sorcerer or a witch, as many believe hair, blood, sweat, and saliva are connected to a person's soul and contain their essence. And all you would need to curse someone or steal some of their good luck is a sweat-stained piece of clothing. And at the end of the Monaco Grand Prix, as she was walking through the crowd, Kim Kardashian slyly grabbed Kimi Antonelli's post-race towel, talked to a security guard, touched it to her face, and then walked off. I believe Kim Kardashian has cast a spell on Kim.
Well, if the titanium dioxide curse was enough, we've got the fucking Kim K sweat curse coming. Let's see. Both of these are just fucking peak. Thank me later. I'll watch these later when I'm not live on YouTube and get banned. 28 centimeters. Piastri. Damn. Aston could improve 2 seconds starting from the Hungarian GP. Too little, too late. Lewis Hamilton, Fred has been great when working with me and helping engineers with the setup being 1 million times better than it was last year. And I asked for certain things and we have those today. For example, the suspension. Last week in Monaco, the winners of F3, F2, and F1 were all born in the same year. That's pretty cool. Wow. That just goes to show how young Kimi is, that there's a driver in F3 the same age as someone who's in F1. Wild. Lewis Hamilton has now stood 100 F1 podiums and races he didn't win. Awasa going to be in the Red Bull for FP1 behind Isaac's car and Paul Aaron replacing Barcelona and Spielberg. Okay. Hadjar was the next driver to be added to the list for podiums in 2026. Do you think we'll see another name? Well, probably end up being Gasly. But other than... Oh, actually, Hadjar will lose his. Who do you think is next? I think... Okay, other than Gasly, I think the next person got to be one of the V-Car boys. I think it'll be Liam or Arvid. I think it'll be Liam or Arvid. Bro was close this week. But that'll be very hard to do. So this is Matt's ratings for Monaco. So he gave Antonelli a 10, Alonso a 10, Gasly a 10, Hamilton a 10, Lawson a 10, right? This is not me shitting on Matt. Don't interpret it that way. My point with what I'm about to say is everyone does their ratings differently, right? Some people rate based off of performance, like I do. Some people rate based off of vibes. Some people rate based off of results. I don't know what Matt's is based off of, but like for me, when I see Antonelli, who had a perfect weekend, getting the same rating as Hamilton, who didn't have a perfect weekend. It's kind of like, what are the ratings based off of, you know what I mean? But obviously Lewis did have a 10 weekend in terms of like, it's probably his best weekend that he's had at Ferrari, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think like, I like to stick more to like performance ratings, and like people will shit on Matt's ratings or people will shit on my ratings. There's no like right or wrong answer to it. At the end of the day, you just do the ratings how you want to rate. Did Blake give Lewis a 10? I did not. How's Max so high this weekend? I think Canada was a better weekend. Alex Albon will beat Nigel Mansell's record with his 96 GP to start for Williams this weekend, and he'll wear a tribute helmet to mark the occasion. That is nice. Red Bull confirmed that they are dissatisfied with FIA's duo results. Red Bull hopes for more clarity from the FIA soon regarding the findings. Yeah, apparently it's like based off of like the engine and not the electric. So yeah, it's a bit whack. It's a bit whack. Okay, I don't know what music's playing anymore. We've gone out of the fucking World Cup realm now. I think Canada was a better weekend. Max is inconclusive. End of story. Wow. Bogdanovic also going to be in the Ferrari this weekend. Wow, so is the whole grid? Is the whole grid doing an FP1 junior test? Barcelona driver press conferences. We got Alonso, Behrman, and Lawson. And then, Alonso and Lawson. And then Colapinto, Antonelli, and Sainz. I was going to say, I'm dumb. I was going to say the Spaniards. Anyone fancy a kickabout? Then we obviously had the V-Carb reveal yesterday. For people who didn't see it, they put out a teaser, and then we'll get down to the actual reveal soon. McLaren is measuring the length of the pit lane in Barcelona to avoid the speeding incident that happened in Monaco again. Damn. Introducing a realistic vision for the 2030-31 regulations. Smaller, lighter with 2.4-liter V8 hybrid. A concept blending the late 2000s aero philosophy with modern sustainability for a closer, louder, nimble racing. Shout out Cuvist Designs. Bro's been in my chat a few times. Legend. This looks cool. I like this. Looks smaller. It looks aerodynamic. But the inside's still a V8. Still a V8. Nice. We are starting our broadcast from Barcelona. Good morning with details of the new Ferrari front wing. I'm not sure what's different there, but cool. They look like the 2018 cars, yeah. New ratings up and down the grid. Oh, we need to watch that video of them reacted to their ratings. What an absolute screamer. Then VCub dropped their special livery again. Reacted to this yesterday on stream. Bro, every time I look at this, I love this so much. Like, don't be wrong. It's not like a full special livery. They've still kept like this typical design of the Red Bull and the sponsor placement and all that. But like, it is like 80% special livery. But it's done so well. It looks like a soccer ball, a football. The wheel caps. The color is so nice. I love this color combo so much. It's like bluey green. I love it, man. I really, really like this. I'm looking forward to seeing it on track. I feel like this should be their main livery. Like, it feels more V-carb than the actual V-carb livery. You know what I mean? Like, blue for Visa, green for Cash App, white for racing balls, I guess. Like, honestly, I actually really, really like this. I'm surprised they never really went for a bluey green livery, but maybe they wanted to stand out on the grid when you've got Williams and Alpine and all these fucking teams on the grid that are just like blue. So, yeah. Breaking. For the first time ever, Lewis Hamilton has signed official trading cards of the Pixar Cars character, arriving next week in the 2026 Topps Chrome Disney. So if you don't know, Lewis obviously has a partnership with Topps, and he has signed his car of him. Not gonna lie, this is a sick car, one of one, signed Lewis Hamilton. But why is the signature covering half the bro's face? Could we not have moved him up a little bit? Or like, you know what I mean? Sick card though. The last time Ferrari won in Barcelona from pole position, Kimi Antonelli was 1 year old. Wow. Max was in Austria today for an alleged meeting with the top of Red Bull. There's his manager. What's his manager's name? Henry? No. Raymond. Shout out Raymond. Vermeulen. Yeah, so fun fact actually. So this, for people who don't know, so Raymond is Max's manager. Last name Vermeulen. Thierry Vermeulen races for Max's team, Verstappen Racing. So I think that's a pretty cool connection there. That, you know, obviously he's obviously got Max's best interest at heart because it's his manager, but also like his son also races for Max's team. So the better Max does, the better Max's team does, the better his son does. You know what I mean? I think that's really nice. And again, shout out Max for obviously giving a seat to Thierry. Yeah. Shit's going down, chat. I swear. Red Bull Hangar 7. We got Oliver Mintzlaff. I forgot what his name is. Oh, I see. That's Oliver Mintzlaff, right? And then that's Dietrich Mateschit's son, right? Damn, and then you got Raymond, and then you've got Max. That would be to be a fly on the wall in that meeting. You've got the Austrian side of the company. You've got from the outside of the Dietrich Mateschitz family, inside the Dietrich Mateschitz family. You got Max Verstappen there. I mean, I don't want to assume, but like, is that maybe one of the Thai owners there? It looks like the entire fucking Red Bull family, fucking top end of Red Bull, all having a meeting. Let's hope it was good, man. Let's hope it was good. Like I said, if Max leaves Red Bull Racing, I would love for him to still be sponsored by Red Bull. I would love him to stay being a Red Bull athlete outside of F1. And even if he does go to another team, like a team without an energy drink, I would love for him to stay Red Bull. Obviously, I love Red Bull as a brand, and I associate Max so much with Red Bull. And I wouldn't be surprised if Red Bull... I think Red Bull understand the marketing power Max have, and I don't think they would be embarrassed or mind the fact... I could be wrong, but I don't think Red Bull would mind if Max left Red Bull Racing, but still was signed to Red Bull, like the energy drink. But it's whether that team would be happy allowing Red Bull to have marketing power over one of their drivers for their F1 team when there's an F1 team on the grid called Red Bull. So, I don't know. I think whatever Max says he wants for Red Bull to sponsor him outside of F1, if you're Red Bull, you should sign that. I think you should sign that. I don't think he'll go anywhere. Maybe Max is going to be paid 500 mil or something, selling Racing Bulls to Max. Imagine Racing Bulls got renamed to Verstappen Racing. Holy. I actually thought something to do with Verstappen Racing, but 100% going to be F1 now. They'll be glad to keep Max as a Red Bull athlete. Oh yeah, there wouldn't be this many people for a Verstappen Racing meeting. This is for sure, like, related to Max and stuff. Pretty much all teams have any drink sponsors already. Yeah, wait, what are the F1 energy drink sponsors? F1 energy drink sponsors. So we've got Red Bull, obviously have Red Bull and B-Carb. Monster Energy sponsors McLaren. Celsius sponsors Aston Martin. Sting sponsors Formula 1 as a whole. And then obviously PepsiCo sponsors Mercedes. So they're technically sponsored by Sting. Could go Ferrari. The FIA has now announced that the definitive agreement has been reached on the Formula 1 engine regulations for 2027. Wait. The FIA has now announced that the definitive agreement has been reached on Formula 1 engine regulations for 2027. Internal combustion engine, ICE, currently 400 kilowatts in 2027. Currently 400 kilowatts. In 2027, 420 kilowatts. And in 2028, 450 kilowatts. Electric motor will be reduced from 350 to 300 starting in 2027. So what does that mean? 60-40? Does that mean 60-40? What does that mean? Oh, I see. So it'd be 58-42 next year. 60-40 in 2028. Is that good? Is that good, chat? Is that good? Has anyone ever had Sting? There's a Sting that's been in our fridge for so long, no one's drunk it. Black Iron, Souls, thank you guys for the follows. Better than nothing. George Russell after 6 GPs. 2025, 93 points. 2026, 88 points. How has he got less points than last year? That's ridiculous. The new Audi hospitality is being constructed at the moment. As the team explained to me last week, the hospitality is the only one in the paddock to have self-contained crane within its own footprint to accelerate assembly and takedown. And it can be seen here. That's cool. So basically, they have like a big crane inside the motorhome that extends out to build it and then extends back in during the weekend. That's pretty cool. What was this?
Hey, have you seen my towel?
Is this real? Is this real? Because that is elite from Kimmy. That is elite from Kimmy. It's not. It's not on his TikTok. Merc has the full video. But what? It's not on his TikTok though. Mercedes TikTok. But it says here Kimmy. On Mercedes TikTok. Okay, guys. I know it's on Mercedes TikTok now. But my point is, it says Kimmy Antonelli here.
I was wondering, have you seen my towel?
George, have you seen Kimmy's towel?
It's a. I'm assuming it's a collab reel. It's a collab reel, a collab TikTok, and the person reposted was from Kimmy's page. I see.
I was wondering, have you seen my towel?
George, have you seen Kimmy's towel?
No. Hey, have you seen my towel? I was wondering, have you seen my towel?
Found it. Okay. That is funny. That is good. Playing into the memes, man. Playing into the viral memes. That is good. That is good. That is a banger. That is a banger. Okay. We need to watch that. The 2026 grid reacts to the F125 ratings. It's understood an agreement has been reached to reduce the distances at some circuit as well as the reconnaissance laps to the grid. Bruh. Okay. Lewis Jr. This is so fake, guys. Why are people coming to my chat saying, is Lewis pregnant? Is Lewis pregnant? Every Hamilton crash in F1. Okay. Don't ignore the shrimp. Ignore equals 1 year bad luck. Liked by Kimi Antonelli. I think Russell needs to like shrimp. Leclerc leaving his therapist's office. Russell waiting at the doorway. Liam Lawson. Okay. The countdown to match day begins. We got the V-Card poster. I like it. Happy anniversary to those who celebrate. What is this? Yo, what are we eating at the Red Bull Energy Station today, guys? Breakfast. Good morning. We got fried eggs. Oh, wait, I'm confused. Fried eggs, scrambled eggs. Oh, wait, can you eat all of them? I'm confused what this is. Okay. Fried eggs, scrambled eggs, hash browns, baked beans, bacon, and sausages. That sounds yummy. Porridge with soy milk. Yummy, but I think nothing can beat the one above it. Overnight oats. Nice. Chia pudding with cocoa milk. That's a vibe. Fruit salad. Ooh, I want all of this. Man. I'm going for the full English, though. Regardless of what happens in the next two GPs, Kimi Antonelli will remain the championship leader. This means he will lead the championship more races than Charles Leclerc with a total of 6-5. This angle looks like he only has his left leg. Wait, I'm confused. The next generation, just like the F3 field a short while ago, the drivers contesting this year's Formula 2 Championship have gathered on track for their annual group photograph. A number of these drivers are already part of Formula 1 development programs, meaning we are likely to see several of them take part in FP1 sessions throughout the season. The question is, are we looking at a future Formula 1 driver in this photo? I think Kamara. Everyone else is tentative. Maybe Solov because of the Red Bull link. Everyone else is tentative, man. Not Charles wearing Lewis's shirt. Lol. So we got the extended 2016 highlights to watch at some point. World Cup stickers essential. That was cool. Scores twice. Franco Colapinto arrived in an Argentina football jersey this morning and made quite the impact, scoring 2 quick-fire goals in succession. My goat, my goat. A new look for Barcelona. Lewis has let the hair out. He looks so different. He looks so different with his hair out. Who does he look like? Oh, there's someone in my head that he looks like, but I don't know who it is. It's a buffet probably. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm going scrambled eggs, hash browns, and bacon. Not choosing a full English is crime. Do not watch anything with those who celebrate right now. It's all circle jerk. Wait, what? I only see Solov and Kamara's drivers. I saw something about Kamara and Haas soon. Y'all, shout out the VCAR admin as always.
Wait, hang on, I'll count us in, everyone. Okay, ready? 1, 2, skiddly do.
1, 2, skiddly do.
That's crazy, dude. 11-year-old Liam on stage with his dad.
He's actually good.
You guys making fun of a video of me and my dad playing guitar when I was younger.
Do you remember the song?
Yeah, I remember the song. It was my song.
Sing us a little bit.
No.
Wait, hang on, I'll count us in.
Actually a banger. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he only just started learning guitar recently. I didn't realize it was that long ago. Okay. New power unit. Max Verstappen will run a new engine this weekend following last weekend's drama. The previous unit will be retired, with the team opting to install a fresh unit ahead of Barcelona Grand Prix. Yay! And then more problems. I know it's not the best, but Forrest Gump long hair. I see it. Well, this could get interesting. The Alpine petition for a right of review has been deemed admissible, so Gasly's penalty will now be reviewed. FOM provided evidence that the distance using calculating the F1 official timing and hence the pit lane was inaccurate. Woo! And overestimated the speed of car 10. Wow, so FOM. To be fair, maybe this is a way of F1 trying to shit on FIA a little bit. Because obviously, keep in mind, FIA is the sporting body for F1. So it's not really like, it's connected to F1, but it's not, you know what I mean? So for F1 to be like, for F1 to provide evidence. But now they're in a tricky spot, right? This is the thing. If they overturn Gasly's penalty, then basically that is FIA admitting that they gave the wrong penalty to Lewis, to Piastri, to Colapinto, to whoever the other drivers were that served their pens, Russell. And Russell ended up getting a drive-through from it, which cost him points in the race because of his team not serving the pens. So, yeah. Either Gasly gets his podium back and it's deemed they penned too many drivers, or they admit that it's wrong and they don't give it back, and then it's just fraud. I don't know. I don't know how the FIA get out of that one. That's bad. 2 championship contenders. Alonso, this will be probably my last Montmello race in F1. What? Didn't he say last week? Oh, I'm going to race until my kid's 5 years old. Technically, yes, but if those teams aren't appealing, nothing happens. No, but you can't get pens that are served overturned. That's what I'm saying. So Alpine's the only one that can appeal. If I had clowns anyway, hashtag Gasly podium. Lewis finished 6 seconds behind Antonelli. If they overturn his penalty, teams will stop serving them. He said he would decide over the summer. 2028 is the next race. Right, so it doesn't mean necessarily next race, but still. Ponden, the full version of the face swaps are here. Ooh, yay. Okay. Let's look at the rest of these face swaps. Okay, we looked at some of these already. Cursed. Cursed. Yeah, they were cursed. That one's cursed. Okay, we haven't seen this one yet. Okay, the left one looks fucked. That one, the left one looks like that Snapchat filter. The right one, chopped. Maybe Signs only looks good because of his hair. I think I'm starting to realize now. I think Signs only looks good because of his hair. Albon with Signs' hair actually looks good. We saw that one because I was complimenting. Okay. Franco looks... Why does Franco look good? Gasly though? Holy chopped. Gasly with a set of hair is kind of crazy. Yeah, we looked at that one already. Okay. That doesn't look real. That looks terrible. Yo, Ronaldo? Is that Cristiano Ronaldo? Nico doesn't look right with black curly hair. That is banger. That is banger. I like those. More of them, please. More of them. Oh my god. He also drove at the Ferrari when it crashed on Nürburgring. Franco looks like a MotoGP driver. 12-year-old Franco. Lawson looks normal too. Russell is still better than Leclerc, says Luke. No. The FIA has accepted Alpine's right to review. We saw that. Barcelona Catalunya, Alice Powell and Abby Pulling will become the first all-female F1 commentator and co-commentator for BBC Sport. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Jamie Chadwick becomes the first woman to drive a hypercar at Le Mans. Love to see that. And Dorian Pan sets the fastest time in LMP2 qualifying in Le Mans. You'd love to see that as well. We saw these earlier. Cursed. A lot of drivers got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You as well. Do you have a reason or an explanation for it? I think this was something wrong with the system because I got warned that people had been caught off speeding in the pit lane. So I turned the speed limiter on whilst I was still on track and still got a penalty. So that was strange. But yeah, I don't have anything more than that. We have a thing here off the track, like a layout with a bit of entry status panels, maybe drivers. No idea. I mean, I was still on the racing line when I hit the pit limiter coming out of Rastcast. So I 100% wasn't speeding. Would you be happy if it ends up in a podium in the end? Why not? You leave your phone around for a second. What is this? Hey England, how does it feel missing out on Olysee for the World Cup? What? Why are we tweeting this? What? I'm so confused. Oh, there was Hadja tweeting. Oh, I see. Alonso concedes 2026 is probably my last Barcelona race in F1. Damn. Oh! New suits. These are clean. I don't like the gloves, and I don't like the way Liam's sitting. But these are clean. They look a little... It looks a little bit too much like a belt. Maybe that's what the vibe they're going for there, but... It looks a bit... It looks like kind of American vibes, but... I love this so much. V-Cup just cooked, man. The gloves look like a goalie. Oh, yeah. That is cool. That is cool. Look at that MotoGP. They do a little bit. I think it's just the extra padding around the shoulders that is given that. World Cup squad. Oh, I see. So this is everyone's country. Where's Piastri? Gold. Lawson Black. That's cool. That is cool. I like that. Can Skimmy score a goal?
Score, come on.
He really...
in the World Cup, huh?
Really? Oh, so that's how you gonna play it. It became personal with me.
Almost missed still. Almost missed still. I think he wanted to kick it hard so it would hit the photographers in the background. Yup. I see it. According to Amos, Ferrari believes Rafa Kamara is ready for F1. They are pushing for him to join Haas already in 2027 alongside Ollie. Another journalist, Christopher Linden, Apparently saw Rafa in AO's office in Barcelona. There's apparently pressure from Toyota as well. I'm assuming to put Rio Hirakawa in the car. As well to have Yuki at Haas. Interesting. Don't ask anything about the World Cup.
Timmy, can we come to you now? Have you found...
Don't ask me about World Cup, by the way.
Fez. Rest in peace, Italy. This picture from Monaco. What about it? What about it? He looks hungover. He looks fine, man. Lewis Hamilton expresses major F1 rivals surprise after leaking data. Lewis Hamilton... Wait, what? Can someone give me the rundown of these articles? I hate reading the whole article. It's just a bunch of blab. The FIA has exercised its options to extend the current contract with Pirelli until 2028. Lewis is right. It was a decision we made as a team to split the car configurations a bit. The last 2 weekends have been more difficult than I initially expected, and now we'll go in Lewis's direction. Interesting. Zurasuk. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Okay, well, I think that's it for all the news. I thought there'd be more than that, to be honest. Is there anything else? Let's have a little, maybe scroll of the Twitters. Following. It'll probably just end up being stuff that we already saw. Yeah. Spent the weekend at F1 Monaco. 3 photos, no car, no driver, but these people invited for free. Lamau, what a joke. Bruh. Their job is to influence. But I do agree, maybe they should take a photo of a car. But just showing themselves at F1, it makes all the Pokemon fans and people in the Twitch world be like, oh, that's cool, she's at F1. And it just builds a culture around F1. It annoys me how... She done nothing wrong. She's literally done nothing wrong. She's done an Instagram dump of her attending F1. And she's getting flamed. Like, okay, yeah, maybe she should have put a photo of a car. But maybe she wasn't up close to a fucking car. Maybe she wasn't next to a driver. But, bruh. Hurts my brain, bruh. Hurts my brain. Look at the comments under her post. No better place to be. This is iconic of you, Pokey. Eat the rich. Am I right? True. So you hung out with the rich you told Jason you hate, right? Eat the rich, right? Hates the rich, by the way. I thought you hated the rich. Eat the rich. My feeling when even existing at the same time is a main. Okay. Eat the rich. Am I right, fellas? The hypocrisy is astounding. These... Okay. Okay. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Ooh. Ooh, so this is L1's special helmet for Nigel Mansell this weekend. I like it. It's so funny he's sponsored by Survey Monkey. I like it. I mean, it's weird rocking an English flag for Barcelona, but obviously Nigel Mansell was British, so it makes sense. Anyways, guys, that is it for all the news and everything that's come out from the track today. It is 6:45 p.m. at the track, so everyone would have left by now. So that is it for the news for the week. That is it for our preview. Now the stream is not over. We're gonna stay live. We've got some videos to watch. We've got Kim Illman's video to watch. We're gonna be watching some other stuff as well, so stick around. But if you watch on YouTube, guys, we're gonna end the stream there as we're now finishing up with the preview. So come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden, linked in chat. Yeah, appreciate you guys all joining me for the preview. We'll be live all weekend for all the sessions as well as F2, so be sure to tune on in. But YouTube, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below. Be sure to like. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.